And at that point, I had to fire them. I wasn't gonna give a third chance. So from 2022 up until a few weeks ago, I kept managing these ads myself, but I finally decided, you know what, let's give this another chance. Maybe I can find someone who really knows what they're doing. So I went through dozens of candidates and I found this guy with phenomenal reviews, years of history, and I spent hours talking with him on the phone, explaining him our business, and I felt pretty good about the guy. So we finally got to the point where I got him logged into our account. He made some changes and said, hey, let's touch base in 2 weeks and see how things are going. So we get on this video chat and immediately I see that we spent like $2,000 more in the past 2 weeks, which I don't mind. If we spent more on highly qualified leads, that would be a good thing. But I say to him, hey, we spent a lot. Let's kind of like check out what kind of search terms are going on here. I click to the keywords, and the very first thing that he did on our account 2 weeks ago was add 3 broad match keywords. And I was in literal disbelief because I had told this guy that I fired our past Google Ads manager for this exact mistake. And I'm just sitting there like in utter disbelief asking him, did you actually make these changes? And his first thing was like, oh no, I wouldn't have put broad matches in there. So I go to the change history and it says his name, he added them. And I just tell him, I'm like, I see you added them. It just spent well over $2,000 in the last 2 weeks since you did it on a whole bunch of junk clicks. And he's just like sitting there silent. I'm just waiting for him to just take some accountability or say sorry or something. But he's just like, so I'd understand if you want to just fire me at this point. And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to fire you, but can you just tell me how this happened? Like, did you have an oversight? Did you like think you didn't do that and you did it by accident? But I felt like I was scolding him like he was a child or something, yet the guy is older than me. I said, let's just carry on if you want to talk to me about anything else on my account, and then we'll take a break, you know, think about things, and then I'll talk to you in a little bit. So we end the call, and the more I think about it, I'm just like firing myself up. Like, how could this guy do this? This is someone who's supposed to be the top level expert in his field for Google Ads. And he made the exact mistake that I told him I fired the last person for. This is 2 weeks up until the day that he made changes, and we spent 3.6K. But if we change it from the 10th when he started making changes and a 2 week period from there, it jumps $3,000 higher for that period. Now again, this is prior to him making the changes. What people are searching when clicking on our ads during this period are where to sell a Rolex watch, where to sell Rolex watches near me, sell Rolex Philadelphia, stuff like that. But now let's change it to after he made the change. Now you can see what we're paying for, and this is what we spent $2,400 on, these types of clicks. Just someone typing Rolex, Rolex watch, pawn shop, Grailsy,